Roblox is a platform that needs no introduction, yet every time I talk about it, I feel compelled to remind people that this is like one of the most profitable things on the planet. This game has become more popular than oxygen, but
Come on,
I'm
let me
sure
order my
all of
food.
you already know that. There's not a soul on this planet that hasn't at least heard the name Roblox. You could live underground just
If it does
feeding
good,
off
I'll watch
dirt,
it.
and
I'll give it
somehow
I'll give it a shot.
Roblox made it down to the subterranean culture. Like, it
Yeah,
is
I'll just- we're
actually
good.
that big. But for some parents that stay in the know about the happenings on the online space, Roblox is a name that might send some shivers down your spine because there is a big problem in the community that has existed for a while. One that the Roblox headquarters.
Chad, this is an unfortunate situation, right? I feel like every children's space that isn't like just like YouTube Kids, it's filled with predators. It's not like anywhere you're gonna go in an online space that is for children is just it's predator fucking a fest is what it is. It's awful.
Plugs its ears to.
Look at YouTube. Look at YouTube. They knew exactly what they were doing. They just fucking they just boxed up the whole fucking thing and they just zoned it out like it's a hazmat suit only zone because they know what's up.
Actively tries to bury or dissuade people from trying to solve the problem themselves. That problem being predators. There have been innumerable cases of Roblox predators preying on children through the platform. It's led to so many national headlines about this issue, and it's gotten so bad that there are YouTubers and like vigilante groups on the game that have taken matters into their own hands to try and catch and get these predators arrested so they can make the platform safer for children. Roblox themselves don't do enough to keep the platform safe, so the community has taken it upon themselves to do it themselves. Like, Roblox always claims that they're working on it, but they're really not. They're doing the equivalent of going to the gym and hitting 2 sets of dilly-dally and calling it a day. They don't actually do much for this.
Has sent a cease and desist letter to me, a 22-year-old, versus a multi-billion-dollar company, threats of litigation because I catch predators on their platform. Within the last year, me and my team have gotten 6 predators arrested within the Roblox community. Almost all of them have admitted to doing this before to other Roblox users.
This is a YouTuber named Schlep who has been working to get predators arrested that are preying on children through the Roblox platform. And Roblox has now permanently banned him, like IP ban, banished all of his accounts to the Shadow Realm, and he is facing potential legal problems for this. It's pretty odd considering Roblox willingly turns a blind eye to the pedophile plague on their platform, but will laser focus, dial in, and fucking call in like the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs in order to try and wipe out people like Schlep that try and stop the predators themselves. So instead of stopping the predators, Roblox stops the people stopping the predators. It's really backwards, if you ask me. That shit doesn't make any sense. But just let that.
Chat, do they not actually get anybody themselves though? Is there no validity behind like them taking action against the predators themselves? Is there no paper trail at all? They don't do anything at all? No shot.
Marinate in your head for a moment. Like, I understand vigilante groups can sometimes be a problem, but when you as the company are doing nothing to actually stop it yourself, what other options are there? The community has to take matters into their own hands and start policing themselves to try and keep the platform safe, since Roblox is really dropping the ball on it. Like, for some reason, they don't even get out of bed when they hear about a pedophile on the platform, but if they hear about a YouTuber doing something to stop that, shit, they fire up like Dracula. They set up like The Undertaker and they get to business. They go to work. So this is not the first time this has happened. They have come after people like Schlep before, the people that are actively trying to make the platform safer, and it just doesn't make any sense. The CEO seems to be too busy trying to pitch Roblox as a dating platform in addition to being for gaming. I already made a video talking about the lunacy of this idea, but it is like chumming the waters for sharks, the sharks in this case being pedophiles. Anyone who knows anything about Roblox and has a functioning frontal lobe should tell you what a recipe for disaster this is to turn a platform that mainly targets children into also having a date.
I think this is tough. You want to be honest with you, Chat? Yes, I'm gonna say the exact opinion that I have about this. Okay. Roblox is ultra mega dank massive in terms of size. It's kind of tough because I feel like it makes Roblox they can't do anything because it's going to be a lot of children because of the nature of the game. So it's like, should Roblox do absolutely nothing? And should they not be able to expand in any horizon that isn't just for toddlers, whatever? It's just tough. Like, dude, I wouldn't put them in a box like that.
He wants to be 17.
Just put better safeguards.
Number to choose for that, by the way. But the CEO, Dave fucking Hakalugi Bazuki, really is fixated on trying to make this a reality of turning Roblox into a dating site in addition to its gaming. But they can't even.
If they want to have something that's dating, have it so both parties have to be of consenting age, plus have a thing where it verifies the driver's license or social security number or something like that, right? So if you really want to do that, finding your love of your life in the game, just have it like it's like very, very curated. That's it. If they do it very curated, it would be really good. I don't think there's any problem with it.
protect children from pedophiles now, imagine when
works.
they try and implement this to it.
Hilarious. Roblox is
buddy.
actively claiming that I'm hurting their players. Roblox is claiming that I'm engaging in simulated child endangerment conversations. What? So one of the fundamental bases of predator catching is that you cannot talk sexually to predators. Predators are supposed to be the ones talking sexually to you. If you talk sexually to predators, like straight off the get-go, that's entrapment. That is literally what entrapment is. We almost always play a naive kid who doesn't know anything about this stuff, so they teach us about this stuff. If you watch these videos, you know how the chats are going, and they're not even on Roblox. Most of the chat logs are on Discord, and they're accusing me of getting people off of platform onto different social media sites.
Let's take a peek at this real quick. While Roblox acknowledges that your stated intentions may be to protect children, and while it recognizes the serious nature of online predatory behavior, your methods, including failing to immediately report suspicious activity to Roblox through proper channels, are actively interfering with Roblox's established safety protocols and critically are exposing Roblox's users to increased risk. If that isn't the fattest load of barnacles you've ever tried to swallow, I don't know what is. The big thing with everyone that is actively trying to keep the platform safer, like people like Schlep trying to catch predators, they report them immediately. That is the number one thing they do. The problem is, and you can look this up there yourself, there are so many articles that detail how nonchalant Roblox is when it comes to these reports. The problem is, Roblox doesn't act on it. So as far as I know, in all of
Well, it's probably guys, I'm not going to defend it, but it's probably a TOS for good reasons. Like, I think they're probably flat out against bringing people to other platforms, or whatever, because some of the platforms might be dangerous and might be putting them in harm's way, or whatever. So if you drag somebody else, even if it wasn't anything sexual, so somebody go to this or whatever, and then they get into a space that is dangerous. I mean, dude, it's kind of like a little bit on their fault. So I think them betting it outright is not a problem.
These predator catching groups, the first thing they do is report it through the proper channels on Roblox, but the issue is that report just makes it directly to the shitter at Roblox HQ for them to flush it. I don't know where it goes, but I guess it just goes somewhere to collect dust at Roblox. It falls into the goddamn back rooms. So they never actually act on any of the reports. So the proper channels are fucking useless. It's baffling. And in a lot of cases...
Well, which that's weird because these days it's how it is. See, when there was the vitality thing last time about like catching predators, I said vigilantism was bad, and everybody was weird that everybody was saying the same thing you guys are saying. Defend it, you're weird or whatever, right? I thought the whole vitality was outrageous. I thought it was just vigilantism is bad, and everybody was really really mad at me. And some people even called me names that I can't even say, like some outrageous shit, right? But whenever Vitali got like arrested or whatever, everyone was like, oh yeah, dude, we never liked that. We never liked that. Like, dude, really, dude? Let's be honest. You guys weren't about that life, but then you switched up on me, even though I had the correct take the whole time. Same thing over here. I feel like some rules being enforced in a certain way, we can see how if they're very strict about that one rule, right? Making exceptions is a bad precedent for them, and it exposes them to a lot of liability. It exposes the company to a severe and wide-ranging types of liabilities that they probably don't want to deal with, whatever. I don't see that as a problem. So they go, yo, this guy's fair. This guy's fine because he's fighting the good fight. Let's not enforce on. Dude, like that is a recipe for disaster. Because then some other guy does it, and he does it bad, and he does it weird. Then you enforce on him. Why him and not the other guy, dude?
Schlep's about to give you an example. Even when a predator is arrested, like a Roblox predator is arrested, they don't even ban that account that is associated with them a lot of times. It's craziness. To say like he's not doing this the right way because he's not reporting it through Roblox is just incorrect, and also laughable for them to claim that by not doing that, he's putting users at more risk. How does that make any sense? How is him trying to catch these predators somehow putting children in harm's way? Like more so than Roblox doing nothing except sitting on the...
I think it's the core... Okay, I'm going to take a while and say, I think as a core concept, flat out rule to say bring something to other platform is bad is a good thing. I think if you bring people to other chats, other zones that can be harmful, how do you enforce that? Enforce all of it. You have to, because some places are dangerous and they cannot monitor, they cannot moderate, they cannot enforce on other platforms. So why would you want people to be able to drag even children to other platforms? It's putting them in harm's way. It actually is.
These reports forever, maybe using them as like scribbling paper at the office, like a coloring book. Like how is what he's doing, actively trying at least to stop predators, putting users more at risk? The next barrage of mumbo jumbo from Roblox is equally baffling, saying that he's engaging in simulated child endangerment. Well, I guess kind of, because there are predators on your platform that are talking sexually to him and his group that are pretending to be kids. And according to Schlep, they're not initiating those inappropriate conversations. The predators are just there. The call's coming from inside the house.
Hold on. Let me ask you this. Hold on. This is a genuine question. I'm not gonna be weird about this. If a guy on Roblox is doing this whole baiting the pedo guy on Discord and say, yo, yeah, let's go on Discord, go over there. That's you guys say this should be okay. Okay. What about if the guy is a predator and is being like fancy about it. Nothing is like outrageous that he's saying, right? But he's being weird, and he says, "Yo, go to Discord," right? Now they can't monitor, they can't do anything, right? Is that okay? I mean, the guy didn't do anything wrong, right? I mean, you wouldn't be able to tell because the guy says, "Oh, hi, how's it going? Let's go to Discord or whatever, dude." And now that's okay. The behavior is objectively the same. They can't really discern who has good or bad intentions. So they say it's all bad and they enforce all bad. How is that a bad thing? I don't understand it.
On Roblox, he is not going out of his way to create pedophiles to catch. They are there. So the conversations do happen because the predators are there having them. And you have to imagine that in most cases, they're not having them with a vigilante group trying to catch them. They're having them with real children that are in real danger from these pedophiles that are running rampant on the platform. Now, the next thing they talk about, moving them to a new platform. What the fuck? Schlep mentions a lot of conversations do end up off the Roblox service on things like Discord, and apparently that's an issue with Roblox too, that they've taken users from Roblox and brought them to Discord. It's almost like they were upset that they lost a user there.
Okay, the predator brings them off the platform. I understand that. But if you really think about it, the guy is also luring somebody else to Discord, right? How can you really tell what the intentions are, right? Well, me, he's not. He literally said he was, no? He said that most of the chats are happening on Discord. He said that in the video. Look. So, if both parties are being deceiving about it, right? How, from their end, can you really tell who's the bad actor? I think they just set the rule to nobody does it flat out. That's it.
To somewhere else, like, no, bring them back. You're not allowed to. You're trying to poach our community. We're gonna lose pedophiles if you keep catching them, and we need that to pump up our numbers. You kidding me? No. That's a big problem.
Let me say this again. There are reasons why a lot of companies don't do account sharing, right? Even if it's your brother. You wanna know why? Because some people might boost. Some people might bot. Some people might have other guys on their accounts, whatever, right? That is bad, and it ruins the game. So they say, even though you might have a brother, even you might have some other guy, unfortunately, we say no to every singular instance of account sharing, regardless. That's how they do it. So terms of service are always very outright and very kind of broad, and it just claps everybody. It's just what it is.
I guess that's worth a cease and desist and an IP ban of every single account that I own. That's just crazy. I can't even fathom that. They also say sharing or soliciting personally identifiable information. I have no idea what they're referring to this. I would love to know what they're talking about. Are they referring to the fact that I give the information of the predators that we find to the police? Like the people we're talking to are predators.
Another weird one here from the slimy suits at Roblox Corp. What do you mean personally identifiable information? It almost sounds like they care more about the privacy of the predators than the act of actually stopping them. It's like, whoa, you just shared some of our users' data without our permission. Are you kidding me? You're fucking doxing a pedophile on our platform? Nope. That is not permissible. We do not support that at all. Like, what the fuck?
Okay, chat, same thing as, guys, I only know this because I used to watch a lot of To Catch a Predator, right? Remember that show with Chris Hansen? What if, I'm doing a what if now, and now you need to what aboutism, it's very important. What if somehow on their platform, they were to expose some information about some guy who was, let's say, I don't know, 17 or something like that, right? He gets doxxed, he's actually innocent, right? And the guy like kills himself because of all the backlash and doxing that people are doing to him. What does the platform say? They're literally, they allowed the whole interaction and chatting and everybody to do all this on their platform, on their chats. It's outrageous.
XQC
they would never expose themselves to such liability.
Shit.
It'd be entirely unnecessary if you would just do your job and give that personal information to the authorities that way the predator.
Dude, you wouldn't be innocent. And you trust random online strangers looking for clouts to police themselves to not dox bad people that are possibly not as bad. Dude, that's vigilantism.
No one cares.
Get arrested, but you're not doing it. So people like Schlep have to. Like,
The most insulting thing is that they told me I'm not reporting people quick enough and I'm not reporting them through the right outlets. Tell me the right outlets. I have been trying to figure this out for like a year now. This here is Nepali incel. This person actually made credible threats to the Las Vegas sphere in a Roblox game. And I saw this with my own two eyes. And the reason why it's a credible threat, it is because the FBI went ahead and arrested someone for making threats within that same game. I made a moderation ticket about it, and I even actually made a report to the FBI about this. Where is the cease and desist letter for him? Where's the IP ban for him? Are you gonna ban all of this dude's accounts?
Roblox uses the proper channels as like kind of this
Yeah, but chat, they're not enforcing this, so that is like usually, guys, I hate to be against this video, but dude, I'm telling you, like, you can break this down in one by one and just say, dude, like, you cannot say, oh, since they're not enforcing this, then let's do that. You can't do that.
But it's really a myth. It doesn't seem to actually exist because nobody knows the proper channels. They're doing all of like the reporting that they can to Roblox through everything they think is the proper channels, but Roblox, I guess, isn't very clear with what they are because they keep saying, nope, still not using the right channels. Well, what the fuck are they? Nobody seems to know how to access the proper channels. It's like a fucking Call of Duty Zombies Easter egg. How do you get there? Why don't you explain it then? Why don't you make it more clear? Because as of now, everyone is reporting it through what they believe is the right channels, the ones that are readily available and accessible to people to report through, but those, I guess, aren't the right ones. So where the fuck are they and how can they access them? It's ridiculous. It is absolutely absurd. And then he makes a mention here of how, like, this one guy who did get arrested for credible terrorist threats still has his account active on Roblox. And there are predators that have been arrested and are currently in jail that still have their accounts active on Roblox. Like, they do not act on this shit, but they will act immediately if they catch a whiff of somebody trying to take matters into their own hands to stop it themselves to make the platform safer. They're instantaneously right there at their door ready to slap them with some legal paperwork here. It's just craziness.
This is literally how it goes. We go to roblox.com/support, submit a moderation ticket, and then fill out the prompt with all the information regarding our arrest and give you guys the same Google Drive that we give to the cops. And in a lot of instances, Roblox won't even ban after we reach out to them regarding felony arrest. What I typically have to do is report cases to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, or go on the news to show gameplay of our decoys with the predators on Roblox. I've literally felt so lost at trying to get the attention of Roblox regarding these predators. I've created binders with all the chat logs, and I've sent it to their headquarters in San Mateo, California. This is the first time Roblox has ever directly reached me out. Instead of trying to say, hey, we want to work with you, or literally giving me a line to report these people, or simply saying, don't make these videos anymore, we're gonna ban you, Roblox just terminated every account I own and sent me this cease and desist.
I feel like it's pretty clear in this case, Schlep has literally done everything he can to try and let Roblox be the one to get these predators off the platform, putting the ball in their court, hoping that they will do the right thing and act on this information, at the very least investigate it, but they're not, which is why there are groups that are doing it.
So what we're saying is that he reports the guy, he shows the chat log, he shows everything, right? And then they report to the correct channel, and then they wait, and then when they don't do the thing, then they take action. Is that what you're saying? I feel like if that's like the course of action, then I can kind of see it, but
themselves. That's the issue. He has literally exhausted every possible avenue and I guess still hasn't found the proper channel, even though he even sent like physical evidence to their actual brick and mortar location and still got nothing. Like, it's very clear that there is no...
People are gonna hate me for this take, they're gonna hate me for it. They actually will. But most vigilantism on the internet of any kind is it's just for views, virality, and clicks. Like, I understand that there's a part of it that does good, but dude, it's at the end of the day, it's content. I feel like if you kind of get mixed up in this whole making the world a better place, stopping people and comment, you can do it in a good way. Tough. It's a tough area. I don't know.
Proper channels, but they really don't like people trying to stop the predator problem themselves. But Roblox also doesn't want to do it either. So, I mean, what options are left? Just let that continue, let that fester, let Roblox be a platform where children are just completely unsafe? I don't think that's exactly a bright future. This is a platform that does desperately need to be cleaned up. It is a huge problem there, and Roblox isn't doing it. Schlep then tells a very personal experience he had on Roblox when he was a kid, and how he was also a victim of these type of evil people. And when his mother reached out to Roblox to report all of that and give the evidence about everything that had happened to her son, Roblox didn't act on it, and that individual still wasn't banned until years later. There is a problem.
Roblox is also dog shit. They probably do this thing where they're like, oh, these logs didn't happen on our service, so we don't give a shit or whatever. Because they want to open themselves to being fucking liable for anything or whatever, so they go all hands off, all whatever. Let me guess, it's just what Roblox does. These guys fucking suck fucking balls. I agree 100%. Roblox can suck my balls when it comes down to overall safety and enforcement. But again, I don't think it's like I'm gonna take my matters into my own hands and do all that. Does that make sense? Like,
and
it's
Roblox isn't solving it. So the community is doing what they can to try and keep it safer. But Roblox is attacking the community that is actively trying to do that for them. I think it's bullshit. I think that is fucking baloney right there, and Roblox needs a real change in leadership in how they approach this shit. Maybe Dave Bazooki, instead of focusing on bringing dating to a children's game, should focus on trying to keep the children on that game safe. Maybe that should be the priority, I would think. But anyway, I wanted to talk about this a little bit. I'm wishing Schlep the best. I'm hoping Roblox will reverse their decision here. Schlep also works with Gideon in catching some of these predators, and they are doing significantly more to keep the community safe than Roblox appears to be doing, so hats off to them for the good work, and yeah, I wanted to talk about it a little bit. That's it. See ya.
Yeah, chat, you guys. It's not that I'm educated about this or whatever. I mean, obviously, I am not like some fucking know-it-all in that. But after seeing all the Vitality shit, Vitality TV or whatever, and the To Catch a Predator, because I used to watch it all the time. Like, my overall thinking when it comes down to vigilantism is just kind of tainted. Like, I'm always gonna be biased a little bit. It is what it is. Like.
isn't gonna
I think it's dangerous. I think vigilantism is super dangerous.
be your typical video. This video is actually a call for help, and I need everybody to share this video. The Roblox Corporation has sent a cease and desist letter to me, a 22-year-old, versus a multi-billion-dollar company, threats of litigation, because I catch predators on their platform. Within the last year, me and my team have gotten 6 predators arrested within the Roblox community. Almost all of them have admitted to doing this before to other Roblox users. Every account that I've owned on Roblox
really good,
since
though.
I was 8 years old has been terminated. Accounts that we were actively talking to predators on have now been banned off of Roblox. What Roblox did could potentially stop some predators from facing real-life consequences. Not to mention that Roblox has made a very firm stance that I can no longer access the Roblox platform anymore, which I want to make clear at the start of this video. I will not be accessing Roblox in any capacity at this point further unless Roblox says otherwise. This is pretty heartbreaking to me because I've been playing Roblox since I was a little kid. I've loved this platform. I still do. I met my current girlfriend, who I've been dating for 3 years. I live with her. We first met all the way back in 2016 through Roblox. I love so much about this site, and that's why I'm so critical of it, because I want to see it do better. The stuff that they've sent me in the cease and desist letter is actually laughably hilarious. Roblox is actively claiming that I'm hurting their players. Here's an email. I didn't ever plan on showcasing this in a video, but this is from a kid who is thanking me for getting someone he was groomed by arrested in real life. He said he recognized him from my video, and here's some cool fan art he made of me. Roblox is claiming that I'm engaging in simulated child endangerment conversations. What? So one of the fundamental bases of predator catching is that you cannot talk sexually to predators. Predators are supposed to be the ones talking sexually to you. If you talk sexually to predators, like straight off the get-go, that's entrapment. That is literally what entrapment is. We almost always play a naive kid who doesn't know anything about this stuff, so they teach us about this stuff.
Entrapment, chat. I thought entrapment only really applies to law enforcement. No? Entrapment is usually for law enforcement. No? I think if you do a jail bait you're still not liable for anything. What? Guys, if let's say in a world where a child does jail baiting to an adult, nothing happens to the child and everything should happen to the adult. Flat out. Because you shouldn't be able to get jail baited, buddy. Like, buddy, that's why I don't even agree with the term. Because you shouldn't be fucking attracted to speak sexually to a fucking underage person. So, it's not on the fucking child to know better, it's on the adult. So there's no entrapment in that case. That makes no sense at all. Like what entrapment is. We almost always play a naive kid who doesn't know anything about this stuff, so they teach us about this stuff. If you watch these videos, you know how the chats are going, and they're not even on Roblox. Most of the chat logs are on Discord, and they're accusing me of getting people off of platform onto different social media sites. I guess that's worth a cease and desist and an IP ban of every single account that I own. That's just crazy. I can't even fathom that. They also say sharing or soliciting personally identifiable information. I have no idea what they're referring to this. I would love to know what they're talking about. Are they referring to the fact that I give the information of the predators that we find to the police? Like, the people we're talking to are predators. Like, does Roblox understand that? I literally have no idea. If they thought something was genuinely wrong, they could have reached me out so easily. I think the most insulting thing is that they told me I'm not reporting people quick enough and I'm not reporting them through the right outlets. Tell me the right outlets. I have been trying to figure this out for like a year now. This here is Nepali incel. This is a classic like big company problem. Also, if they fucking engage with people on a personal basis or whatever, they get fucking clapped left and right. They usually do all hands off. This is a classic, dude.
Can you
is
welcome me to the
any
jungle?
big company,
Just like the
massive
old
company,
days.
they never make any statements publicly to personally email to anybody. They're just hidden in the shadows. It is what it is.
Person actually made credible threats to the Las Vegas sphere in a Roblox game, and I saw this with my own 2 eyes. And the reason why it's a credible threat, it is because the FBI went ahead and arrested someone for making threats within that same game. I made a moderation ticket about it, and I even actually made a report to the FBI about this. Where is the cease and desist letter for him? Where is the IP ban for him? Are you gonna ban all of this dude's accounts? Probably not. But back to the predator catching stuff, this is literally how it goes. We go to roblox.com/support, submit a moderation ticket, and then fill out the prompt with all the information regarding our arrest and give you guys the same Google Drive that we give to the cops. And in a lot of instances, Roblox won't even ban after we reach out to them regarding felony arrests. What I typically have to do is report cases to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, or go on the news to show gameplay of our decoys with the predators on Roblox. I've literally felt so lost at trying to get the attention of Roblox regarding these predators. I've created binders with all the chat logs, and I've sent it to their headquarters in San Mateo, California. This is the first time Roblox has ever directly reached me out. Instead of trying to say, hey, we want to work with you, or literally giving me a line to report these people, or simply saying, don't make these videos anymore, we're gonna ban you, Roblox just terminated every account I own and sent me this cease and desist letter. My account Maliboomer, a family-friendly sandbox gaming theme park channel that I've run since the pandemic. This is actually my first Roblox.
I feel like they could easily have like some system, some AI system that like flags people that are high risk and then monitor them with another AI shit and then leads to manual review. Like they could do this overnight, implement some AI shit 100%. So if some guy acts in or says certain keywords, whatever, it's okay. They're just flagged. If those flagged accounts talk about maybe Discord or anything that's like outside, then they get like red flagged and then manual review and monitoring, and then they just ban that person outright if they're like, yeah, this guy's actually doing that. Boom.
Account.
Done.
One of
So
the
easy.
hats that I
How
wore
hard
on
is
this
that?
avatar was actually something
make
I
like
got
$1
at
billion
STEM
per
event
second.
where I met Roblox administrators. That channel, it pays my rent.
37
Roblox
months.
has made it clear that I'm banned from ever accessing the platform again, and I don't think I'm going to be able to upload on that channel anymore.
People would do it for free. I'm telling you, like, we're to the point where people would actually do it for free. It's not like it would cost
When
them
I
like
was a kid,
$1 billion a year.
I was groomed on Roblox by a popular developer. He manipulated me, he used power dynamics over me, and frequently exposed me to gore and not safe for work material and loads of other stuff that a kid should never see. It was so bad that I actually made an attempt. While I was in the hospital, my mom contacted Roblox. They brushed her off. That predator went on to groom more victims before Roblox finally banned him. Years later, by the way. Even after that, I stayed on the platform. I loved the community, but as I ran Maliboomer, I kept spotting these predators, even in an innocent sandbox theme park game. Then I started Schlep, and the emails from victims got worse every single day. And that's when I started catching predators on Roblox. And that's when my fate got sealed on this platform.
It's not about losing their player base. It's about
I've been
liability.
very critical of Roblox's leadership and the refusal to act in a lot of instances. Last time I tweeted at Roblox's CEO, it was about a predator we had arrested. Roblox ignored it until Gideon and I made videos. Then they banned him, only for him to return. I sent proof of him talking about the video I made on him and he voice checked.
Roblox is one of the biggest joke of a big company of all time. And I used to be harsh and still am harsh on Epic Games. These guys take this shit to like 6 new tier down below. We're like Z triple quadruple Z tier dog shit. Absolutely awful. Like these guys are just, they fell on their heads. I don't know.
Game on Roblox. Mind you, the same game, a 10-year-old was abducted through weeks from this taking place. I replied to one of the CEO's posts about this, and he blocked me. Roblox still allows games like Public Bathroom Simulator, where naked shower together. This has millions of plays, and Dollhouse Roleplay, which also has millions of plays, is tied to a extortion group that
Yeah, do they still have a bad like share for like creators that make games and shit like that? Like, is it still bad? Like, how much money you get from the sales of your servers? Like, how much is it?
the FBI has made public warnings about. Roblox allows you to say the word lolly on their platform. You can put it as your name. Explain to me that, Roblox, a kid's game. Because now you have a whole community of lollicons and maps on your platform. I really hope people can see that Roblox is wanting to have a firmer stance against me, a person.
Easy. Everybody that has the word lolly in their fucking name are flagged. They're triple flagged and they're up for manual review every time. And if there's any like lolicon bullshit or anything related to it, it's you click a button, insta ban, and you don't even read the emails that are coming back from this person. Nobody's gonna go in there and say, guys, I was banned for this. Look, all I did was lolicon lover 625. Like, dude, Jesus fucking Christ. Really, dude?
Trying to get
like,
these
nobody would've
Roblox
done that.
predators arrested, then these predators we've gotten arrested. Some of them literally have been arrested for CP. Why aren't you sending these Roblox predators cease and desist? They deserve it. They actually tried to commit a crime.
Hey, what's up? So we're here with your Roblox developer, right?
Hello.
Yep. We're about to do the wipe on his phone. We're going to get rid of the child pornography on your phone, right? Okay. How many images do you think we have to get rid of?
But you forget
phone?
you live in a
About like
capitalist
30 or
society.
40.
Okay.
I don't
Band
remember.
is a
And
customer
what's the game
loss.
coming out that you got on Roblox soon?
What?
Hell yeah, we're gonna make this game successful.
What? I don't get it.
Man, this is definitely some very scary times. I'm just trying to stop what happened to me
What
when
did they
I
just
was
show
a
to the
kid
screen?
from happening to other people, and now I'm facing threats of litigation from a multi-billion-dollar company. Since my career and revenue streams are on the line, I have a site. It's called Schlep.tv. If you want to support my work and what we do and allow us to keep catching predators in the future, feel free to go ahead and support us over there. The most important thing we can all collectively do right now is share what is going on with Roblox. Tell your parents, tell your congressman, tell a journalist if you know one. And if any of them are interested, I'm more than willing to share my story, even to the people at Roblox. Even after all this, I am just trying to make a difference and help. I'm trying to stop what happened to me as a kid to happen to future kids. How can you see that as a bad thing? I genuinely
rates.
can't comprehend it. One final word I'm ending this off on to Roblox. I have no plans
Chat, how
of
much
revisiting
is
the
it?
platform. I will not be making a new account. I will
30,000
not be going
Robux.
back on the site.
If you were to buy it yourself.
This
$300. So what does that mean? It's $200. How much do you get out of this? I don't. 1/3. Oh, so they take 1/3. You know what? That's not even that bad. I thought it was worse than that. I thought it was a lot worse. If at the end of the day, it's still their platform, their framework. Usually, a lot of them, their servers and shit like that. I think it makes sense. I think. Wait, you get 1/3? Oh nar, oh nar. What the fuck? Okay, that's crazy.
The reality is, reason people like Schlep exists is because it's well-established Roblox practically does nothing. And yes, it's a bit of a sensationalism, but he actually gets them arrested. Whoosh Schlep.
Yeah, exactly. It sucks that he gets done, but at the end of the day, if he wanted to do that without the YouTube video, he would be able to. If you really think about it, if the care is 100% in catching people and not making the video, he could 100% keep doing this and not get caught on any of his accounts if the video didn't go up. This is very good.